know what organelles are. The first ones that may come to mind are mitochondria or even the endoplasmic reticulum. But what if I told you that there's really another organelle that is even more crucial than these, and that is known as the chloroplast? It firstly is a site of photosynthesis, which is essential for the plant to obtain food through the conversion of light energy into chemical energy. What does photosynthesis do, you may ask? Well, aside from being the epitome of being hard to spell in the third grade, photosynthesis is the biggest producer of glucose in the world. This is because glucose is the primary component that stores the sun's energy as a chemical form. This is how the plant obtains its energy needed to live. Still following? Let's dive deeper.
So how exactly does the chloroplast pull off this incredible feat? Internally, you have layers of thylakoids, which look like tiny green pancakes. These are called grana, and these are where the magic happens. Each thylakoid contains chlorophyll, the sun-catching pigment. Think of it as the plant's solar panel. Now, let's talk about the two main stages of photosynthesis: the light-dependent reactions and the light-independent reactions, or the Calvin cycle. During the light-dependent reactions, which occur in the thylakoid membranes, the energy of the sun is used to split water molecules into oxygen, protons, and electrons. Oxygen is released as a waste product. That's the air we breathe. The energy of the electrons is then trapped in molecules called ATP and NADPH.
Now let's take a look at our competitors, starting off with the so-called powerhouse of the cell, the mitochondria. Let's be honest, they're not exactly independent, reliable, or stable. They may create essential energy that sustains life for cells and humans, but they can only do so if they have glucose. And without it, they won't function as they'll have no fuel to burn. And when they do produce energy, it's not clean or safe. They produce toxic byproducts known as reactive oxygen series that pollute the cell during cellular respiration and later lead to aging and cell disease. But most importantly, when the mitochondria's DNA, known as mtDNA, gets disrupted, the mitochondria malfunctions and the whole cell suffers. This leads to various diseases such as mitochondrial myopathy and Leigh syndrome, which damages and weakens the muscles and nerves. They are also linked to apoptosis disorders, which trigger cell death and even cancer. Next, the endoplasmic reticulum. This is made of rough and smooth varieties, but don't be fooled, it isn't nearly as vital or impressive as the chloroplast is. The rough ER is covered with ribosomes and makes proteins, but let's face it, regular ribosomes can do that job themselves. The smooth ER makes lipids and helps detoxify the cell, but it doesn't compare to the large role we chloroplasts have of literally producing food and oxygen that helps sustain life. Additionally, the ER is linked to serious diseases such as cystic fibrosis and Alzheimer's disease, all due to misfolding proteins.